Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I want to do another video with the Catapult V5. This flashlight's awesome, and I don't think the first video really did it justice with the beam shots. So I want to come out here to where it's nice and open. There's a big pond and you know, the field up top, so there's plenty of room to kind of play around and use this light. It's really hard to give light demos on video. I've said this a million times before, but the human eye picks up way more light than what you're ever going to see on camera. So it's way more impressive in person. First, I actually have the filter on. This is on high, so it's 1500 lumens. I just have it on the lawn here, just to show like an area shot. And you can actually, the way I'm doing it, you can see in the middle of your screen, that's the shadow of the light. But if I take the filter up and off, you can see how that beam shot, it really brightens up in the center there. Alright, so I'm going to bring this up. So right in the lawn, you can see it's super bright, right in the middle. Alright, and as I bring the light further and further out up to, let's see, the water line right here. I'm going to have to actually zoom in a little bit so you guys can see more detail. So this is on high, it's 1500 lumens, alright, without the filter. Alright, see how bright the area is right there. And that's at probably, I want to say 50 or 60 yards, easily from where I'm standing. Now if I go up and above that, across the waterway, and turn my camera, actually zoom out first, and align everything to make sure I'm in the right area. Alright, so where I'm shining right now is across the pond, over 100 yards. This is a duck house, so I want to look at the structure out here and make sure I can line these things up. It's so hard because I'm looking in person. It's a little bit harder to see. Oh, zoom in, there we go. Alright, so I want to keep the light steady. This light shines further than I can see with the human eye. I can see the structure from where I'm standing, but I can't see any detail unless I look in the viewfinder. Alright, in the viewfinder I can see a lot better. So back out just a little bit here. So we're looking at here is a little duck house. Right now it's kind of storage. It's got to get cleaned out. But we have the water line in the bottom, and the grass, and then that structure, which is probably like a 6 foot by, you know, 3.5, 4 foot structure. And you can see it fairly well through your viewfinder. In person, if I use some binoculars right now, I could see it even better. But I just have to go by the viewfinder and what you're actually seeing. But it is extremely, extremely impressive. Now, what you're not going to be able to see detail at all if I zoom out. You can kind of see the beam here, like right now it's on the lawn again. But if I actually travel up, across the lawn, over the water, let's see if I can get the wood line, the top of the trees. It's just so, it's hard to match what I'm looking at in person with the camera, because the camera won't focus with that dim lighting. But I can actually raise this up, and I can see out in the field there. I don't know how I can really show you this. Yeah, unfortunately I can't. The camera just isn't as good in picking up that light in this low lighting condition, so it's not going to be crisp at all. It's just going to be a blur. But it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, let me see if I can bring it up a little bit here and kind of pan across. Then we can do that. So we got the water line here. All right, some of the shrubs, things like that. Actually, really difficult to do this because the camera keeps wanting to come out of focus. And zoom in again. Zoom way in, nice and tight. So you can see all the detail that's right there, right at the water line. And that is very far away. Getting across this way. So, me and Christina are out here right now. We're actually looking around for some wildlife. Come out here in the middle of the night, you see all kinds of glowing eyes coming back at you. You really don't know what it is. It could be deer, it could be a bobcat, who knows. But it's really fun to play with these lights, especially, a nice clear night. But I'm going to give you another shot here on the lawn. I've done this with some bigger lights before, and specifically with this light, I want to give you a comparison between the straight beam and the filter, because one of the biggest selling points of this particular light, and I said it before in my first video, and I'll say it again in the full review on this light because I like it so much, is the versatility. Obviously, a lot of flashlights have different modes. I can turn it down. I don't need all this light, right? There's 4 different light levels on this one. But what I like about it the most is the fact that I can use this diffuser, which is one of the coolest ones I've seen yet. to just have a wall of light, to cut down that center beam so it's not so reflective. And you have all that light bouncing back at you, it's counterproductive, and it makes it very hard to see what's in the middle. But as an area light, it's fantastic. It really is. Actually, I gotta shut it off, turn it back on. It's easy for the camera to focus. So you see a nice wide area. I don't even know how to give a good accurate description as far as like the size, like the diameter circle this is making, but there's obviously, I don't know if you really tell. See, what you're looking at here is a big area light, and the corners of your screen are kind of dark and black. In person, I can see all that. It's a very smooth transition of light. It's bright in the middle, but it transitions very, very smoothly all the way to the edges. I don't really see an abrupt end. I just see where it gets a little bit too dim to see. But really, really cool. And especially in a big wide open area, you can really have a lot of fun with these lights. So I just want to give you some more beam shots and kind of give a better, maybe a better representation of what this is capable of. It's unfortunate my camera isn't good enough to really pick up everything I want to show you. It's one of those things you just have to see it in person. All right, I just want to show you this as well. I don't think I mentioned this in the first one, but the strobe will cycle through different frequencies too, so your eye doesn't adjust to that. So it's super fast, and then it's a little bit slower. So it's still very, very, you know, disorientating, as opposed to just a straight up, you know, strobe. Because the strobe is extremely distracting, especially, obviously, if you're on the other end of this. But you can start to adjust to that once the frequency changes. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. I wish all you guys can be here in person. It is completely different. Looking through the viewfinder and seeing what, you know, is actually being filmed, it may look cool or a little bit impressive, but I'm telling you, it's 100 times cooler and more impressive in person. It's really hard to do flashlight videos, you know, through a camera. So, all right, that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you some more beam shots kind of out in the open. It's a shame that I can't really show you what I'm seeing. It's one of those things you just have to kind of see it in person, I guess. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.